Good evening, peace and blessings to you all. Welcome to day 7 of our 64-day challenge focused on creating peace and nonviolence. My name is Reverend Leah Alvarado, and I'm with New Thought Northern Colorado Center for Spiritual Living. Today's topic is having faith in the power of the divine. Gandhi said, "We may not be God, but we are of God, even as a little drop of water is of the ocean." What he is saying is that we are that drop in that vast ocean that is that divine intelligence. We're always connected to the divine creator, but we separate ourselves when we get caught up in negativity, in lack, and limitation. Focusing on creating peace and nonviolence in the world can feel daunting. It can feel overwhelming. Whenever we feel negativity in our work of nonviolence, we are that drop of water feeling torn from our immersion in and unity with the ocean of the divine and flung far from it, alone and helpless. We've all felt that. And anytime we feel ourselves in that way, we feel disconnected, we feel separate, apart from all that is. And we've forgotten who we are. We have simply forgotten our true nature. Worse, we believe our own delusion of ourselves, alone, separate from life, dependent on our own will, our own strength, and our own power. But here's the thing. We don't have to do it alone. We have a wonderful and amazing co-creative partnership with the divine. Ernest Holmes said, "There is a power in the universe and you can use it." Faith in something greater than we are is the only path to nonviolence that never disappears before us, but goes on and on forever, stretching out before us. When we have faith in the power of spirit, there is always, always enough strength, enough power for the work of nonviolence. And we can then have faith that one day we will live in a world where there is peace, where there is nonviolence, and it exists in every corner of the globe. What a wonderful vision, isn't it? Our reflection questions today are about faith. I'll put them in the chat. Our first question, in what areas of my life is my faith weak? Ernest Holmes talked about our faith being weak. Sometimes, or there may be some things in our life where our faith is strong and in other parts, not so much. And so it's good to notice, what are those areas where we just don't fully trust? We just don't. And there isn't anything wrong with that. It's just noticing, just simply noticing, as I've often talked about in these evening sessions, like an innocent observer, looking through the lens, like an innocent observer, just noticing those areas of your life where your faith is weak. And is there something that you're willing to do to shift that? The next question, what does it feel like to have total faith in the divine? Now, maybe you've never experienced that. Maybe that's not something that has ever been possible for you. But imagine it. Imagine what it would be like to have complete and total faith in the divine. How would your life change? How would you feel? What lens would you then be looking through at everything around you, at the world? So I invite you to play with that and to try that on, to have faith, complete faith, that the divine has your back, that the divine is always there, that the divine is guiding each of us to expand and grow and move and create, to join together with other souls to create peace and nonviolence in this world. This very series that I am doing was created by a group of people who saw something that was possible. And through their faith, they committed to this. What a beautiful thing. So much can be created out of our faith and our trust. Our spiritual practice today, I'm going to put this in the chat for us as well, and let's say this together. I trust the power of spirit, knowing that it is always conspiring for my highest and greatest good, and for the highest and greatest good of all. Today, I have faith that the work I'm doing is creating a path of peace and nonviolence. So let's just close our eyes for a moment and take in these words. Feeling these words opening our heart. Feeling the energy of faith and the energy of trust. Trusting in the unseen, trusting in that divine expression of God that is always there. We may not see it, but it is there. Feeling the energy of that faith opening you, opening your heart. And as we feel that faith, as we fully feel it, that energy goes out and it connects, it transforms, it heals. It helps us to create a new vision for the world, for our lives, for our families, for our spiritual communities. So let's just sit in that for a moment. Imagine what it's like to have that complete faith. And so may the energy of faith and trust bless you this evening. May it continue to open your heart. And may you move ever just a little bit more towards that knowing and that trust of spirit. That spirit is with you always, guiding you, supporting you in your life. May we all continue to grow and expand inside of that truth. Let peace begin with you. Have a beautiful evening. Look forward to being with you again tomorrow. Namaste.